passing for the year.
And after yet another third down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kick. The 17. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Scanning the field, it's Hebert. Fires to the wideout. Misses again, it's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And no shot. Is out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
There he goes. Picks up the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Throwing Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They're in the gun, here's Dylan Raiola. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. And the coverage team able to make the... This drive will open from the 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. There's some room. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And that last run was just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Got out of trouble and throws. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hebert. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Here's Raiola to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's lead off with the Nevada Wolfpack taking on the number 8 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's Nevada with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And this group is finally able to get into the win column after starting 0-3. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in South Bend. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of touchdown Jesus.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Not a lot of space to be found. Good. And they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish back on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first inside the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Williams. Makes it past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man. They went into half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Here's Raiola to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Pressure coming. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. This guy is a daring, and he's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Running inside, it's Mobley.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Hebert. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. On the ground, it's Mobley. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes a catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Fights off a defender. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Maybe a crease. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Raiola. He'll get rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to convert the third down. Here's Raiola. This time it's complete. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Washington. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Tigers are flying down the field.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback keep. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Soft spot in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Throwing Raiola. Here's the pressure. It's complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now they regain the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the line on the return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Hebert. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close, finding some room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. The play fake, Raiola. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside. Good throw into the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Tight end now in motion. Here's Raiola to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Deafening noise. Here's Dylan Raiola. Throws for the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside. It's Washington. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on 3rd and long. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on. There's a little room there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got enough for the first. So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Hebert. Fires to the right. It's complete. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, lead the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. A run for the quarterback. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
They'll go to the air. Lets it go to the end zone. Got his man down the middle. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter. They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Through the noise, Raiola tries to get him set. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game he is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Yellow Jackets offense will have the football first. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. Last time out, this place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Dawson. Plucks it out of the air. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Back to pass on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Now facing a 3rd and long. Got it. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Catch is made at the 15. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. There you see the explosive Aeneas Williams. Paid her 3 times just under 100 yards in their win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Porter. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Hebert. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Dawson. Caught over the middle, it's Cotton. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Not a lot of room to field this one. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You've got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. Wide receiver going in motion. The give on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Roach. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. He'll do it himself. Could be an alley. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. He's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
To the air, it's Abear. Got a man, it's Mobley. Picked up about 6, they're looking at 3rd and 4.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The give is to Williams. There's a crease. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. In the red area, it's Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Motion from the wideout. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Wants to throw. It's Dawson. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. There tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Great place to start for this offense. The give is to Williams. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They'll run for it. Might have a chance. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Looking left. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Georgia Tech spends its 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Hebert. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Yellow Jackets spend their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Irish! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. That touchdown puts him up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything... Nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and look for room. Cover guys do their 32-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Mobley. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Hebert. Shoots it to the left. Complete on the comeback. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route.
Booster. Go.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He goes right back to the air. Firing to the end zone. Caught along the sideline. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. The snap sets up the throw. Back's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Bulldogs coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in South Bend. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
And the Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good. They stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish back on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Going to the run to start this second half. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Hebert. Fires left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that
pulls it in down the sideline. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Headed outside. It's Mobley. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads it left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was, with that ball landing out of bounds.
Following the play, there is a yellow jacket who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hebert. Quickly complete.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Complete. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Punt is in the air. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And they swarm him under for no gain. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. The run inside. It's Mobley. There he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Hebert. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Graham. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. The give is to Williams. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Trying play action. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Hebert. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Heward, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid. There, and they'll stop him at the 26. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Running inside, it's Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. Got a little grass, and they're able to get him down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Got his man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and Wake Forest Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. They believe that their wide receiver is the best in the country. He has been so electric this season, nobody can stop him. They believe that he is so efficient in the red zone, top 5 in the country in receiving touchdowns, and he firmly belongs in the Heisman conversation to hear his name called in New York later this year. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense to go on the attack first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a
The Demon Deacons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the move, it's Wiggins. Oh, what a move. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Lopez to pass. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out. First time they've had the ball today. And we get a look at Blake Hebert. Man, he was completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Right on the money. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give is to Williams. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Hebert. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man on the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice throw, nice catch. You know, I like when you work that slot and you throw that slant to him. It's an easier throw than throwing to a guy way out wide. A lot of times I find that matchup I want in the slot and I go attack it.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Snags it over the middle. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. He wants it all. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Irish.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lopez. With the catch, it's Burris. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, third down, Gio Lopez. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
The Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 30 position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The run inside. It's Mobley. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Hebert. It's complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Mobley. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Delayed to the back. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fitted in the window for the score. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Lopez from the gun on third down. Fires complete on the crosser. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. The play fake, Gio Lopez. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. And the Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They're in the gun on third down. It's Lopez. Hit as he throws. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside, it's Williams. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Hebert. Makes the grab on the left. Makes a man miss. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Gain of 17 on the play.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That's reeled in. It's Flanagan. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Hey, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Looking left. It's caught. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude.
Maybe some room here. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
That makes the score Notre Dame 21, Wake Forest 0.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Using his legs to buy some time. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Here's Lopez to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Lopez wants to fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That nifty return sets up the offense. Some of the yardage on the punt. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And that's a play the defense big plays in this 1st half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the 1st half ends.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throwing Lopez. This time it's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's USC looking to push their record to 7-0. And you do that, you essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game in Winston-Salem. What can you say about this playmaking receiver that's not abundantly clear? More than 100 yards in the first half. He's totally taken over this game. His team has the lead, and he's improving his draft stock as we speak. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
And the Demon Deacons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage. The stop at the 19. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Hebert. Finds his target down the middle.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They go to the counter. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. The give is to Williams. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Using his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. This time he wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a victim deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamilton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. From the gun on third down. Lopez. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll run it on the counter. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Porter. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Going with the counter play here. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. And didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Right back to him. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. Got his man. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll send the tight end in motion. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Lopez, snagged in the middle. It's Wiggins. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Lopez, play action. The sure hands, it's Hamilton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Lopez to pass. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Lopez to the air again. Escapes the pressure to his right. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights. That'll trim the deficit to 15. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not. Stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give is to Williams. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Mobley. There's some room. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the pummeling has started.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Number 35, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. They'll try it over the left side. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's Lopez to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Lopez to throw for it on 4th. He lofts one down the sideline. It's dropped, and oh, what a... They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside, it's Mobley. Maybe a crease. Got some room in into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but an effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted.
Makes the catch, and he's free. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Graham. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Finding some room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Getting set for the point after. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And they'll knock him down. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Throwing Lopez. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they... They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give is to Williams. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.